that the word small or micro should not make us in real terms small or micro. We are all into this integrated supply chain, and even one of you has a health issue, it affects all of us. But at the same time, because of the size, the most vulnerability comes to the SME sector, MSME sector. Generally, the skilled sector is not looked up to, or the way the society looks at skilling and the hand job is not very respectable. And that is where you see the root cause of our productivity, I will say robbery of this skilling or robbery of productivity happens here, where you see these economies, large economies like Germany, United States, 10 to 12 times more productive than the productivity index what we see in India. Now, what it does, it basically takes a huge value creation out of the similar number or hours of activity we do. So if at, let's say, $7-8 per hour compared to a $60 per hour, of course, this is a very, very tough situation, not only for MSME, also for an organized sector, also for a large sector. And we are obsessed with degree and designation rather than giving due respect to skilling. You know, no one would like to marry his daughter with a master technician, or let's take, a master plumber, because that is how our society is. If I summarize in this context, whatever I just told, the MSME sector matching the global level of customer expectation, because this is what every in automotive, every OEMs or the tier one will expect from the SMEs. At the same time, we also expect that it should be a highly cost competitive offering from MSMEs. Now, this is a very deadly trap, that you need to reach the world class in terms of the cost competitiveness, and you also need to reach the world class in terms of deliverable. It is actually a great ecosystem if it is there without those aspects which I just told you before. So some of the topics which I told you before is giving that context which is not allowing MSME actually to come out of this difficulty. The second topic is, of course, the cost of capital and overall liquidity. And this three put together is putting MSME sector into a highly challenging situation. Added to the fact that the talents, attracting the talent in a small sector is extremely difficult. Of course, there are some inherent issues with this sector, but at the same time, this is in general, how can we reach from this survival instinct of the difficulty to global excellence? The first topic I would like here is the mindset. So are we starting, or are we living these small and medium enterprises with a cost arbitrage mindset, where we are basically taking that part of the value chain, which is most, I will say, most on a lower value chain activity just for the cost arbitrage for the large sector? I think this is where we should be careful. Rather, we should look into that value creating, proposition to the large sector. When that happens, the interdependence is very, very strong. Because when we are an integral and unique part of the value chain, this uniqueness will take away the small tag, small or micro or medium tag. It is basically as good as any. It's not economy of scale, but it's economy of scope. That together with our value creation portfolio, the overall ecosystem works. I think qualitatively we all understand that, but we have to make it on individual level. Every SME need to aspire on this value creation partner designation rather than just being a cost arbitrage. And this can happen when you move yourself from a small mindset to a unique value proposition mindset. From the dependence to one large sector to interdependence, which means it is both way. So when we start with a small job work kind of value creation, and slowly we go to the partial ownership or full ownership of the whole design and development activity, technology activity, and from build to print, we basically get finally into a proprietary or IP-based continuous improvement innovation process. When we do that, I think the biggest starting or door opener for any MSME will be, I always say quality is your business card. So whatever we do in past with cost, people will forget that cost. Even if we win those businesses, later the discussion will only be based on are we able to achieve that quality or not. So it's good to negotiate, it's good to be on the cost level, but I think that mindset has to go away and come on this quality, because this is really a business card for any MSME, even for the large sector. This is the starting point. So, and also internally, if you look at your inconsistent quality, will actually overall, when you start calculating, it start killing your overall cost. So the cost advantage, which was the starting point and which is like your major forte, no, I am able to make something at a lesser cost than a large sector, I think this cost arbitrage will go away. So FMEA mindset does not have to be the property of large sector. This can be any small value creation can have those, process capability study and making that stable. So rather than creating a lot of quality department people, firewall people, inspection people, I think we need to build the quality first approach, which is the quality mindset. And there we need to invest into quality system. I think there are very less SMEs in our experience who actually invest. Sometimes we really face it very difficult to get the mindset there. It's only the audit, and after the audit again, they prepare for the audit. So I think the whole concept of how do we get quality first approach with systems and investing into those stable technologies. In fact, we can just upgrade those Jugaad. Jugaad is not an issue. Jugaad is a good thing. That is the idea is coming. But can we build that on a continuous improvement process with Poka Yoga? And then it becomes a stable process. I think what my recommendation will be that for SME sector, I think you should start with employee first, but then the precondition will be that you should have only customer-centric employees. Look, it's a small organization in terms of numbers. So you can have employees recruited based on the entrepreneurial value system. Even from 2 people team, 5 people team, 50 people team, we can start the governance on a very high level to attract professionals. And these professionals, you should give them employee first feeling. So the moment you do the employee first feeling, and they are the entrepreneurial mindset, because if we have some diversification, I don't tell that, okay, have many customers, but have some strategic focused customer, but not just one customer. This gives you the freedom to become employee first rather than just becoming customer first. The last major topic I would like to take up is what I started on the productivity, is investing in the skilling. This is what, I was so amazed with what Dr. Kalam said, and I can see this today also in my normal day-to-day working as a practitioner, that this skilling topic, and who will prepare people for you? We have to do it ourselves as industry. Today's education system doesn't do it. But then we need to make it very effective. And how the effectiveness of every training and every skilling will come is by productivity improvement. So we make a circle where the sustaining that skilling expense by direct productivity improvement. I think we should not underestimate what is possible by every new skilling and connecting it with direct productivity improvement on the shop floor, on our design tables. And this will happen if we start recognizing more and more and rewarding more these people, expose our talents to the global best practices. If a company says, I'll give you a price reduction, and if a company says, I'll give you a world-class training, I'll expose you to it's a multinational company exposing you to different part of the world, opt for the second one. There is a lot of discussion regarding Industry 4.0 and digitization that the small and MSME cannot. I think it's a wrong notion that MSME cannot. MSME can, but I think we have to start granular. We should go for the need-based transformation from physical to cyberization, step by step. First in our day-to-day working, first in our management, and then we get onto the shop floor. And I think this investment into smart industrialization has to happen smartly. I just give you these 2 pictures in an example, that you don't have to really change everything. But what is your core competency, your core processes? And we think about the core process to be mechanized and digitized. Once we do that, I think that becomes a very good cocktail, putting all together. But I will still focus on this last, repeat topic, which I say, if we are able to take care of the skilling ecosystem and professionalizing the whole setup of MSME towards what I told you about the quality first approach, towards I told you about attracting the talent and the professionalization, I think will be done.